with our September 16th Festival of Chimes and Lights meeting. We're starting with the tree decorating contest update.
I know on our end we've had, I think maybe 6 total.
6.
And we did post it on Facebook last week about we're accepting applications, gave a link to the website. So we're probably gonna do maybe a couple times a month, and then as it gets closer and closer, we're gonna start posting it out more and sending out emails and seeing what we can get.
Okay, and I actually just was talking to someone from Porter Tree Independent, and we'll run a couple of those small ads again in color, which will help just generate a little bit of interest. And we have the flyers and everything on the applications, so I'll be down distributing them to get that interest going.
Will you be able to come to
POPSA? Yes, and that's this Thursday.
Thursday at the Brick House.
Brick House.
8 o'clock.
Yes, I'll be there, so we can give our little spiel and get
In
going
the
on
bar,
that.
right?
Yeah.
In the bar.
Yes.
Do you want to be on the agenda?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. We'll just get going on that. I think that will change pretty quickly. A lot of people last year said they did want the same locations and everything, just that we haven't really been promoting it as much, or I'll speak for myself. I haven't been as much. This is kind of a little later start.
I hate to see all the big sunflowers have to come down.
Well, they don't have.
They'll be dead.
They don't have to do that yet.
They're gonna
I
die.
know, but when they will, they're so huge.
They are huge.
I know, it's
Yeah.
pretty, isn't
Yeah.
it? It looks like just gardens all over, and my goodness, those vines.
I think it looks gorgeous.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their veins. Yeah.
So, yeah, but we won't be taking them down too soon.
No.
No, we'll leave everything on what looks nice, right, Bill?
Yeah.
That's
But
how
the
we-
end-
Well-
we get to the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Other than that,
Excellent.
is there anything else about
Okay.
The
trees?
trees, I think
What?
Jerry from Alpine UCUT is waiting for you to contact him.
I left a message for
Okay.
that number that was on that paper that you gave me.
Perfect,
And I
okay.
told him the number of, an approximate number of trees, and also I asked him a question about if he had a 35 to 40-foot tree that we could look at. But I am gonna make contact with the other tree farm that we always go to, just to, go up and, 'cause it's nice to have a backup.
Yeah, we probably should.
Oh, sorry. That's Amanda.
Oh,
Wow.
where to quit yelling?
I know. She programmed that song in, so I know it's her.
So, Bill, the November 3rd is the day that the POBSA is doing the downtown light, hanging the lights.
Okay.
Hanging, the icicles?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because last year we did that before the trees went in.
okay. Well, I don't know I can't remember the name of the event, but it's a ladies' night out or?
Mm-hmm. Ladies' Night Out is October.
October
Yeah.
4th.
Okay. So we're gonna wait till after that to clean up the
Pots. Okay,
pots, yeah. We'll
perfect.
probably wait till
That's
about a
good.
week before we start planting the other trees.
So like the end of October?
Yeah, when is
So
the
Boo Bash
contest?
is
We
the
actually put in
26th.
here that the decorating starts on November 9th.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that,
Yeah, it's the end of October.
mhm. The trees are going to go in the plant, as we said, the 4th through the 8th.
Okay.
Yeah.
November 4th through 8th.
So
Yeah.
it's after Boo Bash.
It's after downtown cleanup, the 3rd, when we hang the lights, so,
That works, doesn't it?
yeah.
Okay,
And
good.
there's plenty of outlets up there,
Yeah,
so that shouldn't be an issue. I left the cords up there from last
Cool.
year.
You know, I was a little surprised to hear that that building demolition was taking place so soon
right
down
now, yeah.
Which building?
there.
Where
Around
the
the
pub,
Beth-
where the Peninsula pub,
Jordan's.
the corner. Where's,
Oh, Jordan's building. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where we
Coming
plugged
down.
our lights in last year.
Bye-bye.
What lights? Oh, for your tree?
Mm-hmm. I know.
Might have to pick another.
Another tree. Yeah, or something, right? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, a lot going on in this town. All right, so that's that. So a lot more will be happening by the next meeting with the tree decorating. I think we'll probably have sold a lion's share of them by our next meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I have another one.
Okay.
today.
Sounds good.
Advertising update, I just met with Brenda and I've got a whole lot of information. And Janine, I'll be working real closely with you to see what our budget looks like. and
Okay.
How much we can do. We'll still have our jacket with the information this year, and we'll start doing some little ads that will help, I think, with the tree sales. And pretty much it's the same we're gonna do with the brochure. We'll just change our map on here. And so far, this is a little bunny trail, but has anyone heard anything at all about the theater and movies? No?
I heard that the theater is now the live theater for the, what is it, the Gig Harbor?
They have taken the wall down
Yeah, so
in the
it's
middle.
not,
In
So
between
it's
the two
one-
the
right.
theaters? Oh,
yeah,
so that's gonna be a total live stage then?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, and they're doing the downstairs and everything.
Downstairs.
Mhm. They're
Which is
trying to
wonderful
buy
for
it.
people that can't walk upstairs.
Well, can we have some live theater thing going on during Chimes?
I
Class?
talked to Steve Seago and he said maybe he would find out that maybe we could do something live.
I wonder what WWCA is doing during that time. But we can't,
But that's a
But they would
pay,
charge,
that was a
yeah.
pay thing.
yeah.
And this live theater thing.
But the Paradise, when they did Mamma Mia down there, did
Mhm.
you see that?
Mm-mm.
It was good.
Yeah, I've heard they're really good.
They
yeah.
are good, but they have very
They
limited
did it
space.
down at the gazebo. I don't,
Oh, they
Not
did it at the
Mamma Mia.
gazebo?
yeah,
Oh,
they came down, something about they missed a performance, so they came down.
Oh, so they might do something.
Yeah,
so maybe they could actually do something at this theater?
that I don't know, because Mr. Geiger is letting him tear things down and I don't know if they're buying it.
I don't
It sure
know.
would be nice if there was something going on in there, no matter what.
I know.
Maybe just popcorn sales.
Will they be coming to Popsa? By chance?
Paradise Theater? I haven't contacted.
Is that what they call themselves?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. All right, well,
Well, Steve was gonna contact you after he found out if
I have a
they are
contact
even
for
doing.
You do?
Because when they used the park, they filled out a park application.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And they paid because they charged. So they paid commercial use. So I have a contact for them.
Yeah, if you could send that to me, that'd be great.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well, it would be fun to have something going on there. It really would. And even if it's live theater, I mean, if they could do a little snippet of something
Yeah,
to get people
Christmassy.
in there. Yeah, wouldn't that be
Nutcracker.
fun?
Yeah, something Christmassy.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
kind of a Grinch.
I'll bring that to Popsa, or I'll email it to you or something.
Oh, yeah, just email it to me, thanks.
All right. On to, Public Works tree procurement. And that's something that Bill was just talking about. So we still need to find a big tree somewhere, right?
Yeah, I usually, I'll go, I'm actually leaving town next Thursday and I'll be back 2 weeks later. But before I go next week, I will make contact with 2 tree farms.
To make sure we have a big tree
Yeah.
going in? Okay.
Yeah, and I'll touch base with Brad too.
Okay. Good.
At some point, there should be, and I think I talked about this last year or at one of the meetings, there should be some consideration of having a tree hauling service do this. Because the damage to the tree,
Yes. Yes.
and then they have the way of hauling it, lowering it down and hauling it and actually delivering it and putting it
Yeah.
in.
Who would even do that? Some of those tree
I
cutting
know they
places?
exist. Some tree farms do have that ability, but
I'll talk to, what's it? I can't think of their name, but Rice has that tree cutting service. I wonder if they have the ability to do something like that. Probably not. They're taking them down just for,
The Northwest Tree Service, we've used them before and they've got a big lift.
do they?
Mhm.
All right. Well, so we may still be okay this year with
Yeah, it's a little short.
bolting
notice.
the branches back in and all that.
Yeah, we will. And we'd be good every year. Just,
It doesn't really make sense to fell a tree and
Yeah.
damage it and repair it.
that's what I'm saying. We had an unfortunate event, we had to actually drag that tree that we got last year because the guy forgot we were going, or were gonna be there. And so he usually has the equipment, and we borrowed a small, I guess you could say it was a little bit of a commercial forklift, but it wouldn't quite lift the tree. So we had to lift and drag
All the way?
for about, I would say, 50 yards.
Wow.
And then what we did is we pulled his flatbed up and it tilts. So we got it as far as we could on that and then had to.
Oh, no wonder it even survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Once we got it on the trailer, getting it off was okay. I mean, we come here, we
Just
have a
getting
crane, we tie the straps on it and lift it right off. But getting it from up here to bring here was the difficult part.
Oh.
But after all said and done, it looked great. But
It did. It's amazing. It's like a miracle that you put it back together. But I
Glue and
agree.
string.
And nobody knows how many screws went in it.
Yeah.
no, they don't until they went to cut it with a chainsaw.
Oh,
Then it did it a few blades.
no. Warning.
We didn't make that happen.
No, my
That never
goodness.
happened.
All right. Yeah, we do need a new process.
Maybe next year we could look into it or put a little
Well, I
in
think-
the budget for,
It's not gonna be little, I have a
oh,
feeling.
it'll be big time.
Well, if you make a monetary contribution, maybe they would donate part of their services.
Whoever they is, I guess.
Yeah, we don't know
Whoever they is.
We'd have to find out who even could do this.
Yeah.
And then who knows, in the future, Public Works may have the ability to do that with our equipment, but right now we just don't.
Yeah.
Our crane isn't, we don't have a crane, we have a lift. And we
There's a
can't
big
lift
difference.
Stuff with it, so.
Right. Okay, yep, on the list. Okay, songs for Chimes.
I think the only thing is at the last council meeting, so the chimes are good to go. They have it ready, but it looks like they're gonna do an ad hoc committee for figuring out songs to put and including Christmas songs. So I wasn't sure if the Christmas songs were gonna be part of this ad hoc committee.
No,
Okay.
we're getting to choose some, so, you know, but it's a little tricky because what I'm not quite sure of is the songs will still be played through Chimes, right?
I believe so, but I thought Mike said you can also have the song itself. So if you want with the words and everything, it can come through because it's hooked up. I don't know the correct terms, but you can do chimes or you can do just a regular song with the music and the words and.
It
so,
is neat.
yeah.
It's a neat thing to be able to have. The one thing I'm thinking though is that with the Chimes and Lights, the Festival of Chimes, that we probably do want to play something on the chimes.
Sure.
At least one thing.
Yeah.
At least start out the night with a chime.
So that we can have.
Cool.
I know, I do
They're
love the
charming.
chimes.
They are, they're neat. I think
Yeah.
it makes the event special.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
So I think we'll end up just choosing some Christmas music that goes well with chimes. And we've had that before, so we can probably go back to the tape and figure out a few of those that we can have.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So I'll bring a list of the ones that I've had throughout the years. Oh, I actually have the list.
Okay. And I think Mike gave me a list also.
Yeah, was it the old one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we both have the
It's
same
probably the
one.
same.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll figure out, we need to find out a song that we haven't used too recently that goes along with our theme. So we can look into that, which is Christmas by the Bay. You know, I don't know what that would be, but I'll just put it here, to be done. Okay, Santa's sleigh. Who was saying that there were sleighs around to be had?
Me, I talked to Larry Stokes. I had a captive audience with him at my dinner on the deck. And And so
Oh,
I nailed
yeah.
him. And he said, I have 3 sleighs, and you can pick any one that you want. So,
What?
we can go out and
A hidden
pick a
source.
sleigh,
Okay.
okay?
Oh, actually,
And I told him that
there's
you
one
would
that he
probably
has
be
out
the
in
one
his
to be
yard.
coming.
It's
Alright.
beautiful, old
Do you
timey
have his
sleigh.
phone number?
I'll
Don't.
get it, I don't have it.
Who's
Oh, wait,
my
I
dad?
do.
It's bigger than what
I
we've
have
ever
his phone
had,
number.
if that's one of them.
Pardon?
I remember seeing a sleigh out in front of the auction center that was huge, like an old timey sleigh.
Yeah, he said he's got 3 of them out there.
What we need to know is the size, and would they be able to actually, the sleigh actually be able to hold Santa and Mrs. Santa and kids?
He said they would hold Santa. I said, well, I understand that this Santa sat on a chair last year rather than in the sleigh. And he said, well, he could sit in a chair or he can sit in the sleigh, but the sleigh would hold him.
Okay, all right.
And the sleigh was just there for photo ops.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So the kids could probably climb up in the sleigh and whatever. We can figure that out. Okay.
Is it gonna be the same Santa Claus?
Yes, actually, I just confirmed that. We'll have our same Santa. He's coming back, and it's a wonderful volunteer effort.
Be nice to know dimensions, and then you could figure out, what our staff asked was, which side of the grass are you gonna put Santa on?
Well, everybody, what do you think?
Okay.
And I took pictures, because I didn't
And I-
think that
This is
Meet you out there
wonderful.
too.
was as good.
Kathleen, what do you think?
When we had
You
the,
can scroll through here too, there's a bunch of pictures of the different areas that show you how much room you have, but the
Where
picnic
is it?
tables are like right there in the
Yeah.
middle.
You do have good
Yeah.
lineup
We could
possibilities.
remove- I was thinking we could remove the middle picnic table.
If we remove that and put the sleigh on top of
oh,
it.
that's cool, like right there. That'd be perfect.
Is
Yes.
there room then for a 10 by 10 over the top of the sleigh
There would
in
be,
case?
there would be if you did that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And are
So
you
it'd be
thinking
right
the
there.
grass
Yeah.
closer to the totem pole or the grass closer to the
Restroom area.
restroom area?
Well, if you can remove that picnic table next to the totem pole would be good, right? But then,
So that would be,
That would put that in the middle, and that would be better for lines.
It
Yeah.
would be better for lines.
because you could run the line all the way around.
Yeah, you could just think. I mean,
Uh-huh.
So you're basically, you'd be putting the sleigh right here, and the hay rides would be coming in through here
so
and dropping off
he's
people.
saying he could take this, let me get this bigger, my messy phone here. Take that picnic table out
Okay.
and put it in that's where you're talking, right?
That's right here then, right?
Yeah. That's just, it's locked to the ground, or
Okay.
to the pad.
And that's kind of better because if you had it more over, because this area over here near the
Has
near
more
the port
trees, I
building is
think.
really cool. Like with that, where we had the band for artisan and vintage, like with the trees over there, it could be all decorated.
We're thinking
But-
about decorating, and we're thinking about putting some large things in the grass so that
Uh-huh.
when people are standing around, there's gonna be a lot
There's
to
something
look at.
Yeah.
So that's what we're kind of looking at, and they're designing and.
But
so
with
figuring
it
out.
being
This would
new
go right
there
there.
this
Yeah,
year.
this picnic table would be removed, you'd put a 10 by 10 over the top of it and put the sleigh in there.
So the hay ride could come through here and let people off here.
It could, or it could let them off right by the totem pole,
Mhm.
and your line could start there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's better?
I think that's better.
And when it drops them there, it's right at the head of
Yeah.
Christmas Lane as well.
Oh.
So you're
Oh, yeah,
either
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
go down to the
actually.
boats, or you're gonna go
That's
over to
perfect,
Santa.
yeah.
And that would make sense, because then
Yeah.
that won't put them at the head of the
It won't
line
put them at the
either.
head.
No, it'll put them at the back.
Yeah,
Way
they put-
back.
And they'll
Yeah.
choose
Then
to
they
go to
have two
Santa or
options.
to go down to the boats.
Okay,
Mhm.
may I take this?
Oh, yeah,
So
absolutely.
basically, this is where Santa will be, right here, and then right here is where the people would be dropped off.
Mhm, exactly.
And then.
And then
the
we'll
tractor-
decorate this grassy area.
Yeah.
Okay, and the tractors will
decorate
come
that.
through here then and
Yeah.
go straight through the other way around.
Straight past the marina office and then out the street
Kids at.
by Kitsap Bank.
How would you have them line up then? Which way would the line
So
go?
this is a line, the lineup's gonna be right here, right? 'Cause
I
here's
don't know if
Santa?
that's enough room.
You don't think there's enough room?
for the line? The line gets really long.
If you're closing off this row of parking,
You can, like-
you could put a
Yeah.
rope, like some stanchions and rope and kind of
Mhm.
wrap it this way into
Yeah, you
Santa.
could do that.
I see.
You could
Make
do
it
that,
this
too.
way.
That might be better. Or like, you could start here, but then,
You could take half of the
Wrap.
sidewalk and wrap it around
yeah.
and then still have room
Yeah.
for people to walk through.
Uh-huh.
You could do that too.
We're gonna need like a volunteer or something to do that, some of that, aren't we?
Coordinate the line.
Yeah. Have we had that in the past, you guys? Has anyone done
No, it's
that?
because it's always been super obvious.
I
Because
see.
it's just been like, here's the sleigh, and then everybody
Yeah.
has the line.
But if you just put them in the middle, you're gonna have people
Right.
coming from every
Yeah.
angle.
But since he's moved,
Do we have
having it
any
in the
of the
middle is
poles
better.
with ropes on them to kind of signify the line coming in?
Yeah, that's what we need. Or else just.
TSA line, is that shorter?
Yeah.
You got caution tape or danger tape we could run.
I got banners that we use for the Seagulls Flat Run. I could probably get
Or
Scott
even
Lucky
just
to
ribbon or
do our
something.
concrete
Tinsel.
things with a pole in
Huh?
it.
Tinsel. Like those long tinsel garlands.
Garland.
Garland.
Garland. Garland works.
Yeah.
Garland
So
would
we
be
just
fun.
need a few things to tie it to. We'll create a line.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Those,
like it.
those tall orange cones that you guys have.
Yeah, a tall cone would be
Yeah.
fine if we just
Yeah.
roll some
Are you
ribbon
talking
even
about
over it.
I have
Talking about
some
the candle
really
cones?
great rope, a big, gigantic, it's gold and black, and we could use that. It's like Target rope, right? It's big, it's not
Okay.
somehow,
So it won't break. It'll be
oh
sturdy.
no,
Yeah.
it doesn't even cut.
And then this is all going to be decorated, so it'll just be beautiful.
It'll look really pretty.
Yeah, we're gonna focus our budget in that area, the waterfront area, and not as much down at the park if there's not gonna be any events down at the park.
It doesn't
And we
sound-
get them all stolen and vandalized anyway
Yeah,
down
and well,
there,
we're not
so.
really going to have much down there.
Yeah, we'll do a few minimal
Yeah.
things,
No.
but, overall,
Yeah.
The trailers that set up down there, are they gonna be able to set up in that parking strip, maybe towards the middle sidewalk?
The Josephine.
I don't see why they
But
couldn't
didn't they
taste
need
and see with
power?
one.
is there power to the city's brick lot right by the totem pole that we've had vendors, hot dog vendors in before?
Yes.
Is there
Well,
power
There
there?
might be an
Yeah.
outlet there.
So
I think
you-
there is.
You could put
They can run a cord.
something right in there.
Well, there's power in all of your.
There's power all along the
Yeah.
grass. Yeah.
Oh, there is, okay.
Kathy, can you have speakers out there with some music?
We have a small sound system.
Would it be loud enough to be heard by Santa?
You've used it.
Oh, yeah. We
You've
use
used
it we use it on parade.
Because you could
weekend.
actually have it coming right under your overhang, couldn't you?
Yeah, we could set something up
That's what we use it at the review stand for the
It-
parade.
that
with
was-
Christmas music.
That's all that we're lacking then, is some good music playing out there, some party.
So if somebody had a CD of Christmas music that they
Yeah.
wanted to put together, we could play it.
Yeah, okay. You-
Or if you want us to do it, I mean, I'm sure Chad would love to take that project on. Either
Yeah,
way.
just do it.
Yeah, just right, go ahead.
Because I know he put music to that light display that they did at the boat launch last year and had that all set to music. That was pretty
Oh my
cool.
gosh.
That's beautiful.
That's cool.
It's
Yeah.
very, very cool. This is really gonna be nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good change.
Yes.
Very, very nice. And then we'll start letting people know at POPSA about a lot of people being in their basic backyard, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So,
But they're used to it now after night market.
yeah,
They
have-
are used to it,
Mhm. Yeah, it's good for business.
It is very good for business,
Mhm.
yeah.
and it looks so good.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's wonderful.
they can stage something on that backside as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
now
it'll
if we
always
can-
closed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, now if we can get them from stealing the parking.
Stealing all my orange cones.
who's stealing?
And, well, they also took
We don't know.
the signs.
Oh, yeah, they
so-
took all the city parking. All the
signs, they
city, no
stole
parking
the
signs.
Who's
signs,
they?
and then they
We don't
parked cars where the vendors were supposed to be.
Yeah.
It was for a moment.
'Cause they didn't
Well, I know
So-
that over in the lot, they move them around. Once somebody goes in there, they start moving them around.
But they were literally gone. some
They
of
were
them.
gone.
The
The city.
They
no
solved
parking
it
signs.
Oh, yeah.
somehow.
They
so-
need
And then all, I
That's
had
true.
like 8 orange cones that were the libraries, and they weren't, they took those too.
So we haven't seen any cones floating out in the waterway?
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh,
I didn't take them, I had my own cones.
So do you have a 10 by 10 tent to go over Santa's sleigh? And is 10 by 10 big enough for his sleighs?
Well, when we go out and look at what Stokes has out there, we'll know for sure. It
Yeah,
should
to
be.
see how big the
I have
sleigh
a
is.
feeling that if the biggest sleigh out there is bigger than a 10 by 10 canopy.
Are we just covering it because of?
Weather?
Weather is what we're probably
Because they
thinking.
used to be under the gazebo, he did.
You're right. But it
10 by
wouldn't
10.
have to cover the whole sleigh. is what
No.
I'm saying.
Right.
You have a red one? You do? And it's 20?
What?
Yeah, Popsa has a 10 by 20.
And it's
Is
red?
red?
Hubs has 10 by 10. Friends of the
That'd be
library
awesome.
have a 10
Friends of
by
the
20.
library have the 10 by 20.
Okay.
And they're happy to share it with
That'd be
partners.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
you're willing to?
Yeah, it's a red 10 by 20.
Which that would actually be
And it has
better.
back and sides.
Because
Back
then
and
the,
sides would be
Yeah.
nice
Oh,
for weather.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
then the court can
May-
stand
And you know,
under.
maybe we could
Yeah.
run some lights around the top of that little tent thing too, for a little more light in there. Oh, this is working.
Yeah.
It's coming together.
Yeah.
Excited.
Okay.
And you can put
Gotta
it.
come up with a name, Santa's
put it in the
Seaside
grass,
something.
right?
Oh, yeah, we were talking about
Santa's
that.
Seaside.
Santa Square, Santa, let's just decide on something.
We were thinking nautical, but I've gone seahorse and
I know.
seaside, and I don't know. I told the guys I want a giant seahorse with a Santa hat. I don't know if they'll make it for me. or
That's
not.
cute.
I-
That's very fun. What are we gonna call that little area?
Santa's sleigh on
I
the
can
bay.
get you one of our
Oh,
seahorses.
Santa's sleigh on the bay. That's cute.
I actually like
I
that.
like it.
Go for it.
I like that.
This works.
Kathleen, we just needed you.
Yes.
I like that.
I can get you one of our seahorses out of storage. We have two that are on.
Wouldn't that be fun to put a little Santa hat on down there and light it up?
You guys, that
Yeah.
works. Santa sleigh on the bay, that works. That's what that area is gonna be called then.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it is. Oh, very good. Everyone, you must come again to the next meeting because we need this creative energy. It works so well. Okay, volunteers. Let's see.
So I think at the last meeting, we were talking about Seroptimus.
Yes, Seroptimus is on board to replace the Saints, which you still have the Saints down here,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
was
I
still was
just saw
concerned. And I did talk with Janine about the time frame for them to show up, because that's also our big food collection day for Port Orchard Cares Project. And so we all have an obligation to do at the grocery stores that day. But Janine said that it would start about 4:30
Is
at
that when
Kitsap
he's
Bank.
Yeah, that's what we had on our
And
volunteer
Yeah.
and Sandy Jennings is our rep for that, but she was at the fair today. She had concert tickets for tonight, so she said she'll make the next meeting.
Okay.
But I did tell them that the time frame would be starting at about 4:30.
Okay, so, yeah.
Is that what your program
Well, they
says?
had, I'm just looking to see that Kitsap Bank has theirs, 3:30 to 5:30. And you could have it any time during that period of time. So Kitsap Bank actually has their little open house, and the Saints did something that was pretty similar.
That's why everybody comes to mine so early. Okay, that makes sense.
So if Seroptimus then sets up and is ready to roll between 4 and 4:30, does that overlap with Kitsap Bank?
Oh, no, it doesn't, it always did overlap. It's just another location.
Okay, it's just another
So actually,
location.
the
Yeah.
earlier the better, because there are a lot of people that start gathering down there then. And it's cold, the change of the different venues for the concerts.
I think our last food collection time is at 3 o'clock. Maybe all the Seroptimus can sign up for the first shift and the Rotary can hit the last shift.
Okay, yeah, why not? So we'll say, can I put you down for 3:30 or shall I say 4?
4.
4,
Let's say 4 to be safe.
okay. 4, and do you want to go as late as 5:30 then?
5:30 is fine.
Okay. It could even be a little later if you wanted, but I'm just throwing it
Sure.
out there. Okay. All right, good. That's wonderful, actually. Perfect. Okay, special event application.
Okay, so I just kind of printed that out, but I kind of like this one better. So we need to have a map with the special event application, so I was just trying to figure out how to get this completed and submitted with the application. So I think we have where Santa's gonna be, and we were talking about Sydney closures, so I wasn't sure what that was. the Sydney road closures or Harrison road closures or?
Well, I don't think we need to have a Harrison Road closure then.
Mm-mm, you just close
So
it,
Harrison.
you just
We
close it at
just-
Sydney.
So the whole, is the whole
But
thing
it
gonna be
gets closed, you can't go through because there'll be no way of getting through by the library. You know what I mean?
I don't know if
So-
that's a better one to write on or not. I
Yeah.
don't know.
As long as you don't mind me marking it up?
Mark it up.
Perfect.
No,
Okay.
you're fine.
So I
So
don't think we
here's-
have to have this closed.
So keep
You
this
guys-
open.
Right?
Because
We
there's
don't
gonna be
close it for night
parking.
market. This? Are you closing Sydney? This stays open during night market. So people
we're
are
talking about Harris.
Maps.
What's that?
We'll close this because we have to have the,
But you ought to see what I have
this
to
is
work
the
with.
circuit
Well,
that
yeah,
would be
and
made
this
for
is
the
closed
hay
anyway.
rides.
Well, that one I just
Yeah.
did Google Earth
But
today. That one I
this is
have
what
on my
we'll close.
computer.
Yeah.
I mean, this will be open,
Open.
but
So Harrison
then
will be
we
closed.
should,
Okay.
we've got to block it off, the traffic can't get through here.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
here's-
What about
No,
your buses?
actually-
Your
Right?
buses
So
will
here's
come through
Harrison.
there.
What?
Actually, Libby.
There won't be buses though
There won't be any
after.
buses?
After what time do the buses stop running?
He said the
Actually,
police
this,
officer
this
said not to
behind
worry about
here,
it.
Yeah?
this behind here can stay open, right here.
So,
No, because
No.
Sydney's closed.
Sydney has to be closed.
Yeah.
For the hay rides to go
Well, they
through
just,
there?
they just go through here and then they come back through here.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Well-
that intersection is closed, they don't have to wait for the stoplight.
Usually, we have that street
No,
closed, don't we,
that
guys?
intersection will not be closed.
It's
Right.
always been closed before.
No, it hasn't. This part has been
This,
closed
this part
here.
right
Just
here has
part
been
of it.
closed, because
Okay.
I walked by
Yeah,
it.
this
Okay.
part here
This
is
is
closed. There'll be a
east.
police officer here directing traffic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
so you still could come.
Well, do we
in
really
Sydney's-
want that traffic coming out of there like that, though?
well, if the people park over here, when they go to, out by the pin feed, they only have one direction to go, and that's to the right.
To the right, you
Legal.
can't go left.
Well,
Well, we can't go left here anyway.
But
So-
isn't,
Go
you know,
left
by Penn Feed, couldn't we make it a left turn only just for the event? Is that better?
You'd have to have an
Right,
officer out there.
Oh yeah, but that would be good. Yeah.
And
Rather than
You can't
have-
turn left because it's a kind of a blind
Yeah,
curve right
it
there.
is, I know that is tricky by the crosswalk. yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if there's an
If
officer
there's
there
an
and it's
officer
all.
there.
If they're directing traffic, it wouldn't be
Yeah.
so bad.
And
So
then
one
let's think on
side is
that.
open and the other side
Or
is
you
not,
guys,
right?
does it matter then? Okay, let's think this through again. This is the one with the better. If we had this open, they could turn right and then just turn left up to Sydney.
Up to Sydney.
They can turn left up Sydney,
But we
yes.
won't have this open back here so that we don't have traffic coming through
Correct.
here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Is that,
Yeah.
Bill?
So I would.
So you just have to stop
We
them.
would block them
You'd
off
have to
behind the
block 'em off.
library.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
yes.
Otherwise,
So that
you're
they
gonna
couldn't
have
come
somebody
through,
that
then we
says,
don't
"Oh, I
have
can go
that
through there."
worry
Yeah.
about people on Sydney, those two lanes, because people are just gonna be walking the
Mhm.
street and watching for the,
Where is the
The hay
parade
ride.
coming with the band? Is the marching band coming?
they'll follow the same route as,
Before.
Right through Bay
So they
Yeah.
went down Bay Street,
And take
down
Santa
Sydney,
down
and then
to
go here.
the sleigh.
Instead of turning right, they'll just turn left.
And the
Okay.
pet parade will still go down Bay there.
Yes, the
Yeah.
pet parade was gonna go down the main street still.
Yeah.
Right, speaking
Yeah,
of that
that's
parade,
closed.
yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
double check on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I called today.
Yeah. Yes.
By all the businesses.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what we talked about.
This sounds good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we basically
So
then,
this will be closed here.
Yes.
This will stay open. Is this closed?
yes,
Also? Okay.
just except for the hay rides.
except for the,
And then,
so
you know,
just
the
close to
band or
traffic.
whatever, yeah.
Okay.
And then this is closed, Janine,
And that'll be.
that'll be all
Okay. And
closed.
Kathleen, are you gonna want our court down at the library?
Yes.
You
For
got a
helping with
time
crafts.
frame- Time frame?
And then
Now what'll
we
happen
start
here-
at noon, I think.
Noon.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen right here is
Hmm,
all the traffic coming this direction
yeah,
will be moved over into the turn lane.
yes,
So we
Yes.
can have this to where the hay rides can just nonstop.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Very nice.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
So
Yeah,
this
that's
is all
great.
closed.
That works out super well.
So on Harrison then, were we gonna ask about having a police officer down there for that
Uh-huh.
left turn
Yeah.
lane? Okay.
Well,
If it's possible, if it's not, they turn right and then turn left up Sydney.
right, otherwise it really
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be a problem with them actually going down here
Because they
and
can
coming
turn
out.
up here.
And
As a detour.
There may not need to be an officer at this intersection because they can only go left up the hill or right.
There
Yeah,
usually
they
are.
are.
But it'd be
Because
nice to
that-
have an A board or something that says event
Signage.
parking.
Well, there'll be,
You know?
oh yeah, we'll have our traffic control.
They'll have traffic.
That's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
That is
I
really
think it's
gonna
gonna
work.
bring it, compact it
Mm-hmm.
together a lot nicer.
And then where would Santa again?
Santa is going to be right here,
The first grassy area,
right there.
And take away that,
picnic table.
And then, and right
Which will be
here
nice to
is
have
where the
something solid to
hayride.
put the sleigh on
We'll
rather than
stop
grass.
by the totem pole.
It's gonna be good.
perfect, I'm just gonna do.
Yep, that's the hayride, and then the hayride will come through here, and come through here, come out here.
And then
Oops.
to the ports,
Yeah,
parking lots over here.
Right.
Okay.
still to the ports parking lot.
Yeah, but it goes through, there's a street that
Yeah.
goes right through it and around, so that's not gonna be any
Okay.
problem.
Right,
You're
there
gonna
is,
have your parking lot will be filled
Mhm.
with your little boards.
Yeah, that lot isn't gonna be affected at all.
Okay.
It's just the lot
then we'll just have to get,
by the merchants
so
there.
this won't be
they
available
still-
for
The 4-hour parking
And they
lot.
still have an out route.
It's just the area
Yeah,
down by
they have an outlet.
here,
And we're
by the
gonna-
gazebo and.
Yes, so then
Perfect.
all the
Okay.
parking is going to be over by the old Amy's and Penn Feed.
Perfect.
They don't have an out route. We're gonna close it off to them because that street's gonna be closed, so
Right.
they're still gonna only be able to get to the boat launch, which I'll post and let them know. Same as every year, no big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's just-
Yeah, no
nothing's
biggie.
changed.
And the police said they would do whatever we decided, right?
Yeah.
I mean, make
What they
it
said.
work.
We didn't get it in writing, but you know.
Well,
It was not.
It wasn't.
Okay, we're good, we're
Okay,
good.
all right.
Yes, oh, these are best, man.
So I can
I
can
get a
tweak
copy
the
of this
map
one too?
Definitely,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I can tweak them and then do you want me to send
Yeah.
them to you two to
Good, I'm glad I
verify
printed
that
those out.
we're good with the road closures and the one directions and
When are we,
hayrides?
are we gonna put it on the next council meeting agenda then? Do we have time? Not the study session, or is that enough?
I
notice?
don't know.
Or that'll have to
Let
go
me
into
check with Brandy.
October?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let me check.
it's fine enough, either way, okay. And then that same route I'll have put on the brochure map. And I do think we should go ahead and put a blurb about the new parking change.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you
I
think?
think that'd be good, yeah.
And draw
Mhm.
attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Good, all right. I like this, this is really fun.
That's a lot more parking, actually.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Uh-huh.
It's
And
more
once you
parking, it's
start-
everything better about it.
Broadcasting on Facebook, then we'll start posting it on all of our Facebook sites to spread the word.
Perfect.
Janine, can we do that pretty soon?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So every chance we get, we'll start talking about the new parking arrangement.
And I can do a
Awesome.
banner across the website. We
Oh,
have, they
nice.
call it an alert bar.
Yes.
But we can have it in green, orange, red, and it's just notices that we want the public to see. So,
Okay.
you know, maybe a
Lights.
month before, we can start posting stuff about chimes and lights. And then I can also update the chimes and lights page
Okay.
and have something very visible about the parking changes and the location changes.
Okay.
And get that on the website also.
And it's something, I'm just thinking of when we can mention it, different events.
Do that.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about it there.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice if you could, somebody could stencil
The
something
night
that
market.
washes off
Night market.
from the parking lot along the boardwalk, like little candy canes or something, all along
parking?
for them to follow it all the way. Just something more festive. I don't know if we could.
Scott does arrows out of flour.
Flower?
I just
When
think
we
it'd be
do
kind
our
of
singles
fun.
flat run,
Oh, how fun.
he does arrows out of flour.
If it weren't raining.
Flour and water.
Yeah, as long as it's not raining.
You could make a
No
pie.
guarantee.
Yeah, if it's raining, you have to wash it away.
Or with
If it's raining, we might want to think about something to put down on the grass in front of Santa so that it doesn't get to be a muddy, mucky mess.
But, okay, we've got a 10 by 20.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, for the
Oh.
line, like a red carpet or something,
I see.
you know,
Mhm.
because it can get muddy quick if you have that
Are they
many
on the
people.
sidewalk though? They're gonna be on the sidewalk, aren't they? For the light?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
gonna actually be
they're
on the
gonna
sidewalk.
and then
Yeah, but
a
they're-
little bit
that's
through the
through the
grass.
grass.
And they'll have to go
then
through
back
the
on
grass.
Is it
and
red
then
carpet
back
or
on.
something? I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody has
Yeah.
it
So like
Well,
parking
you would
lot.
start looking at Goodwill.
for red
Yeah.
carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You might
So
even-
do we have Woodside for the animal?
I don't know. I think that might have just been them on the phone. They
Yeah, it's new.
They Cheyenne Flips does not work there anymore. I hadn't heard that, so that was good that you knew that. And so they were gonna get back with me on whether or not they're still doing it. It sounded like they were. So
Okay.
she said, "Oh, I'll have the person that's in charge of that call you." So it sounded like they were, but I'll confirm it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were really nice to partner with.
So we thought if they weren't able to do it, maybe Cookies would. I mean, Cookies already.
Well, Cookies already sponsors
I
it with a
know.
lot of prizes,
I
but they
know.
don't have the staff to like be in charge of the judging. But the first year before Woodside came on, when Pobsa took it over, we did the judging. So now that we know the best way to do it, that Woodside taught us,
That's true.
we could probably do it, but
Copy them.
hopefully they'll do it.
Okay, well, we'll know that within the next
Yeah,
week or
a couple
so.
days. Yeah.
And then we can either put down their sponsorship or not,
Right.
whatever they're willing to do.
Yeah.
But Cookies, can we double check that
Cookie-
there
I'll
are
check
new
with
prizes?
Cookies, yeah.
Okay, cool. Very good. All right, and we'll be in touch about the venues, who's going to be doing the performances and when.
So I've heard back from the high school choir and the adult choir, Kids Up Community Chorale, and they're both definite yeses. Oh, and is it Marcus Whitman or John Sedgwick, whichever one did it last year?
Okay.
They're all on board. I just haven't heard back from APO. So,
Okay.
and everybody wants their same slot as last year.
Yeah, I bet they do.
And Kids Up Community Chorale is more than happy to help lead the sing along again.
Okay,
They wanted to know which songs you want, so they're on it.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Good, well, I think we'll just keep the same schedule then.
Yeah.
That was working, we thought that through because of the logistics of larger groups, smaller groups and all of that.
Right.
And then we did have a lot of people stay and that really worked well for our event.
Mhm.
Because it brought a lot of people out. And they're so good.
And they
Man.
do have cover, right? They had cover last year.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we've got our big tent.
Yeah,
Big tent.
that's sort
Okay.
of a
Yeah.
tent-like
Mhm.
thing.
And that works pretty well.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
You just get in there. Royalty is coming up to the front this year as
Yeah.
well, as usual.
After they do the
The judging.
Lucifer.
And do you have the same sound system people coming?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
we do have that all covered. Anything else you can think of or questions right now?
You gonna do the fire pits out by the parking lot like we talked
Good
about?
question. We talked about fire pits.
If you're closing that parking
Well,
lot
because some
down?
of them were ruined.
Yeah.
And
Well, they
that's
were in
why-
bad shape.
You have 4?
Well, because we're condensing it down, 4 might be okay. You
Yeah.
can just strategically place them out there.
Are they in good enough shape to just put 4 out? And we have them now, don't we?
Yeah.
Bill? So
Yeah,
we
we
can just
have.
put them out. We don't need to contact anyone else.
Just need somebody to man them.
We needed a volunteer last year.
I'll still work on Bob so that he won't forget
Can we
it.
have backup Bob too?
Yeah.
Back
Our
up
board
Bob.
meeting is Thursday night.
Okay, if we can have
See
2
what he says.
people, I'd sleep better. That would work. Okay, and I think we should have the fire pits down there.
Well, he actually fell asleep is what he did.
I think that'd be nice,
I mean,
little ambiance down in that.
Yes.
That'd be nice.
There is one group that has chili down by the waterfront, right? Don't we have to move?
Isn't that the Taste and See silver van that's always down there? I thought Taste and See was at that end.
I thought it was a church group and we'll double
Well, I
check.
think it was
I
Foursquare.
can always,
Yes,
Wasn't it
don't we have to
Foursquare?
get them to
Picture.
move then?
let me see this
To the
picture
new
for a second.
location.
Nope,
I
other
don't
one.
know them,
Yeah.
but I just
Is it the
remember.
4 Square from Town Square?
Nope, other one.
Because I know that.
Do you?
Yeah,
I don't.
Nope.
yeah.
Was it one I
This
did?
one?
That's Pastor Fred.
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay, it's 5:30 to 6:30 at Marina Park, Chile by Heritage Foursquare Church. We
Okay,
need to
that's
get
the one
that
at Town
changed.
Square. If he's in, I have a meeting there at Town Square tomorrow, and if he's there, I'll talk to him tomorrow. If
Okay,
not, I'll
where
go
should we
home.
have them go?
If you're blocking this whole lot off or just this section of it?
The whole lot.
So I know you're talking about this brick area having the hot cocoa person, right? You could put somebody in a vehicle right here. This is where we park our work trucks sometimes. There's power right there.
Is there?
So, or you could park them in these lots here.
Because
You
there's a
know,
plug in there.
Because there's plug-ins there, because they use them for the,
Mhm.
for
Actually,
the
you know
night
what?
market.
I actually think this might be the better, which one were you put right
Oh,
here,
I was thinking
right?
in here, yeah, or,
Chili
I mean,
right
this
there?
is, yeah, because you've got Santa down
Yeah,
here,
and
so
all
if
the
you put
people-
something here a little bit away from it.
This, I think that actually, so that's very close to your office.
Oh, my office is down here. And the office is
And
here.
you're serving.
We're
they
doing
would be
open house
serving,
here.
And they would have somebody cocoa
Yeah,
right
you'd
here.
have here, you'd have bank
Kids at
here,
bank.
here. So as people walk through, they go to the bank and get stuff. They get stuff
a
from
great
us. They go
location.
here and then here,
Yeah.
and then down to the boats.
Okay, I think that's a really good location.
So in here, just to block off an area for them would work.
Okay.
There's your paper box. Thank you.
Do you see where that is, Janine, on there?
This is
We need to
ready.
So I'll just let Chad know not to plug any of his light stuff in all those.
It's going to be right.
We gotta look at our power,
Right here.
how much
Yes.
power we need.
We'll have this blocked off.
They'll
So
be like,
they
you
park-
promised what?
So right here, they would have power, and they would be in a good way.
Library.
I'll double check that we have enough power for our
Are we
lights
having
and
something?
that,
Okay.
if they plug
Okay.
something in, okay?
Very nice.
Be nice to know what their power,
I don't think it's
needs are.
much. I think they just
I
have
could use
crock
my
contact
parking
things,
lot.
but we'll double check. So we
For the
need to get a
library.
hold of Heritage
I know
Foursquare
that
and
is.
just
Yeah.
share that change for them.
If you need it, if you want it. Or chili we could put there.
Oh, yeah.
I have a parking lot, by the way.
Yeah, this is gonna be really nice.
Mhm.
Might be used for
I
something.
think it's gonna be
I don't know.
nice pulling it all together
Yes.
closer.
Yes,
And that way you've got so much more parking available.
Mhm.
right.
You could do other things if you're closing that whole lot, other than just Santa in the grass. I mean, you could,
My wheels are already.
I know, you got a whole big
It's a
open
large
lot.
area, yeah.
It is. You're not gonna have any vehicles going through.
Is the fire truck gonna park there?
We have to have a
Santa's
fire
truck?
lane. We do have to have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have it. I mean, this,
But having other things in there.
Yeah, there's
might
plenty
be-
of room for like vendors on both sides and a fire lane. I mean, like Night Market does, but I don't know.
So the only thing about vendors, and this has been part of our problem in the past, is that it's a free event.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
So.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well,
we
the
should-
chili is
Well, yeah,
free.
like-
Yeah, yeah, oh no,
chili and
that's not, it's
free.
not a problem with
Yeah,
the chili or
for
the
us
hot
it's free.
chocolate or any of
Yeah.
that. But
So
if we
you
start
could-
having vendors, actually, then we could have a.
You
yeah.
could put the chili then somewhere in that parking
Mhm.
area.
We've got a
rather
really
than
good spot
way
for it, I
down.
think.
Yeah.
It really
If
makes
there's,
sense.
if there's electricity.
Mhm.
There
Yeah.
must be electricity if you have it all along
The grass we
the
do.
grass.
Yeah.
We've got a nice, I think that's
I
gonna
think it's
be
gonna be good.
really nice for people. They've got maybe 4 or 5 stops.
Did we talk about bringing in some extra porta potties?
No.
Because we're not gonna be down at the bathrooms at the fort, so
Oh,
we'll only
yeah.
have,
The marina restrooms will be
restrooms,
open at the
yeah.
boat launch and the
Right.
park.
library's open.
Library's open.
Bobby's restaurant.
And we
is
still have all
open.
these-
Which they
all these
all
over
use
here.
anyway.
Do we
Yeah,
need
that'll be
more?
open.
We get one for Night Market. We get 2.
You do?
Yeah, we get a large one that's handicap accessible.
Where did they put that?
In behind Josephine's, like over in that kind of that corner
Where
by
they're-
Harrison.
Where they're taking down the building
Well, I mean, on the
Sort of.
Josephine side, yeah.
on Joseph.
Yeah.
That'd be a good place for it.
Bet you she stays open.
I'm sure.
For this.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, I can maybe ask if the Jingle Bell, they usually bring in quite a few porta potties.
Yeah.
They bring them in
wondering-
at the boat launch
I'm
and put them
wondering-
by Hank sheet metal.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering if we could take 2 of those porta potties and just move them over, which would basically have them down over in here a little further.
I don't know if you can really move it. Like you'd have to
Yeah.
get the company to come in.
Well, I don't mean
Yeah.
move them.
Instead of putting them all
Actually,
in one
like-
spot.
I was thinking you would move them.
Instead of dumping all of them at the boat launch, put 2
Yeah.
and 2.
Spread them out.
Yeah.
they usually just bring in 4.
I don't know what Jingle Bell brings in.
Oh,
I
they
can't
brought in
remember.
quite a few.
They bring in a
Maybe
bunch.
we have enough with.
Because everybody needs
They're
to
not
use
gonna
bathroom
take
for
them
the
out
race.
before this is all.
Well, yeah, so they're always still there.
Right,
Yeah.
But like,
it's just that the
but they're kind of
concentration would be
concentrated.
down here. But we do have bathrooms. Well, we have the little unit down there, that's 1. And then we've got yours, that's 2.
The boat launch and the park. Do we need the park open though?
Yeah, the park, I mean, that's really far.
If you're only
It's
gonna,
by parking though, it's where
Yeah,
people are
that's true.
Oh, I
parking.
see. Yeah, but isn't that where there might be problems with people hanging out? Isn't that where the vandalism was last year, is in the
Yeah.
bathrooms?
You
But
never
the
know where it's
library
gonna
and-
pop up.
And your place are
Yeah, they
open.
use
All the
mine all
restaurants
the
and
time.
stores are open.
I would say just put a note on the park bathroom doors, bathroom facilities at
Yes.
boat area or
Mhm.
whatever you call it.
I don't think we
launch,
should, I
yeah.
don't think we should have those bathrooms open down
I don't
there.
either.
Okay.
I don't either.
I think with you having the other bathrooms open, that
Mhm.
makes up for
Yeah.
that.
Because the event isn't happening
No.
at that area.
Yeah.
And then there won't be a need for people to hang out,
Right,
and get in
yeah.
trouble down there. Okay. And I will try to find out how many porta potties Jingle Bell will have, and if we could possibly have 2 just moved to a different location right from the get-go. And see if
Good
that works.
idea, not during the.
Oh, no, not during.
Well, I
Oh, we
do-
didn't know you were in there, honest, we didn't.
Or maybe not. Get that truck in here.
Oh, my word. Yeah, okay, I think it's good. This is very good. October 21st, in the next meeting, we'll do our homework in between. I'll start coming to Pops Up so we can get more information out. Mhm.
Great.
Mhm. Sounds good. Thank you, everyone. This has been great.
So if in their design